Competing in our first group battle are Supernova, Frostbite, Worm and High Five. It's time to meet the teams.
Supernova, Spinner.
Last series, Supernova drove into the pit in their first battle as they struggled to control their spinning weapon. They're back, overhauled and upgraded with the 22-kilogram, 2,500 RPM spinning disc.
One of the features of Supernova is that it's a bit unpredictable when the disc hits. We've tried to make that better by putting more grip around the wheel so that when we hit something, at least we get some traction so we can recover quickly.
Give it up for Supernova!
And the teams are ready in the arena.
From Surrey, Supernova.
Completely rebuilt from last series, Supernova has a 22-kilo spinning disc that can spin at 2,500 RPM. Supernova's tyres have been redesigned to give greater traction on the arena floor by utilising bicycle tyre treads. It has four-wheel drive and is fully invertible. For the first time tonight, pushing and shoving his way around the arena, it's Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
Can Worm last longer than the previous machine Overdoser did in the last series? 23 seconds well on the attack there. Oh, goodness me, Supernova with an astonishing attack on Frostbite, full frontal, using the blade and ripping, shredding the 6mm polycarbonate armour of Frostbite. Very little movement in High Five after that initial attack by Worm. Worm, for some reason, has smashed into the arena sidewall.
Oh, great, you've just driven us into a wall.
And I think they've killed themselves. Who's moving out there? Well, we know Supernova is. We know, despite that damage, Frostbite is moving. Little life in High Five. Oh, a low point that for High Five. And another one from that 22-kilo new spinning disc of Supernova and the Valandran family. Very experienced roboteers. Worm immobilised, having slammed into the arena sidewall, I think. No life in High Five. Oh, and with the Worm turn, Shunt adding insult to injury there.
That didn't go well.
Just one last question for me. Frostbite or High Five? Who was active last? For me, High Five were immobilised. Frostbite still moving.
This thing, this monster you've created, the hum of it.
Oh, it's definitely fearsome.
You're through. Congratulations. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Supernova!
For the Supernova team, the hard work of their weapon overhaul has paid off. And after that confident performance, team captain Surin is relieved.
The robot worked as planned, to be honest. Everything worked on it, driving was okay as well. Yeah, there's a bit of damage to everyone else. There's very little damage here, so...
The group battles are over. Teams through to the next stage are Ironside 3, Pulsar, Supernova and Frostbite. Our first head-to-head is between Supernova and Frostbite.
Teams use their 2-hour repair window to not only fix, but also tailor their machines for the next fight. In preparation for the battle with spinner Supernova, Team Frostbite have added some extra protection.
We're just beefing up the robot, and we've now added 12mm polycarb on the back to protect all the wiring and everything.
Despite having a much more dangerous machine, Supernova aren't taking a victory here for granted.
So we've got Frostbite again. The robot's armoured with plastic, so in theory we should be okay, but you should never underestimate your opponent.
After last series, Surin knows all too well the dangers of driving such a powerful robot in the arena.
I'm Surin. This is our robot, Supernova. Supernova's robot with the spinning disc and is armoured with steel used on armoured tanks and is four-wheel driven. The first series robot was Supernova's eliminated, basically down to my poor driving. So Supernova this time around is different in that it's got a new, much stronger steel body and it's got a much more powerful weapon. Also known as the Disc of Doom. It's so hard, it'll cut through other robots like a knife through butter. You can't actually test the weapon because there's nowhere safe enough other than the arena. So I don't really know what's going to happen. So our combat strategy Supernova, such a powerful weapon, is to go in and just tear them up. This year, this is our chance. I'm going all out.
3, 2, 1.
School Engineering Club teenagers against the Ballengren family of Supernova. They've been building robots for 19 years. Up and over the floor flipper goes Frostbite. They need to stay out of trouble. They picked up damage in that first group battle, and Supernova whirling up the disc of doom, getting it up to full speed at 2,500 RPM, shards of metal across the arena floor.
Okay, hit it from the side. Oh, come on, not again!
They're still going. The lights stay bright, but there's no one at home. Oh dear. Supernova, look at the power of the weaponry. Once, twice, smithereens. Supernova, all power, but look at the chain there. Getting meshed up with the spinning blade. Will that cause some problems later on? Frostbite were cut to the bone. They didn't do any cutting. I'm afraid tonight the lights are going out for Frostbite.
We got a bit of a bodge job to do, lads.
A few repair jobs. Oh no! More repairs! Shunt, what are you doing? Cruel. Not the best of driving techniques early on. Maybe that caused some damage to their spinning bar. Certainly Supernova's spinning blade caused all the damage in the arena. That's where the chain came off.
It could be the end of the road for Frostbite. Meanwhile, their opponent's damage is just to the chain that drives their huge spinning weapon.
Oh look, I can see a piece of the chain here actually. Yeah, wow. Chain's just exploded.
Due to the structural build of their robot, this could very easily have caused a huge lithium battery fire that could have destroyed their entire machine.
These batteries are very... they'll explode if they get hit, so that would have been a disaster, so we're very lucky.
Up next, it's Supernova versus Pulsar.
Team Supernova spent their repair time working out how to tame the volatile behaviour of their weapon chain.
So the disc on Supernova, there's a sprocket that's attached to it, and basically in the last fight it was damaged. It basically vibrates up and down by a couple of millimeters. At low speed, that's fine, but at 3,000 RPM, that potentially could throw the chain, or it could completely obliterate the sprocket.
The team tensely make their final assembly in preparation for the fight.
The house robot in the arena for this bout. It's King of the Ring, Sir Killalot, and Shunt. All rust in pieces, love it, love it. Pulsar against Supernova. Which of these problematic machines will love this one, though?
Activate.
Supernova, spin to win, or spin yourselves into the bin. They've got to be careful. Pulsar, what a hit that is! Wow! But I think the velocity, the power of the hit... Oh no! I thought they were out! They thought they were out! What a slam! Bam! Thank you, ma'am, that was!
That's not working.
Neither of them are.
I don't think either weapon is working. It's a little bit of a kiss and caress now. A bit of a nudge around the arena.
Hopefully it's just our chain that fell off.
No drive.
I can't see any life whatsoever in Supernova. A little waggle of the soft righting mechanism. Pulsar just wins it.
That was one almighty explosion.
Look at the power of this. Oh, drum against spinning blade. Nothing humdrum about that drum. Man! And Supernova was flipped and spun right across the arena.
Supernova's hardened outer chassis is hiding a huge amount of internal damage.
You know, last fight, the front sprocket on the disc was damaged, and we tried to hammer it flat. It looks like what's happened is that we hammered it flat, but it wasn't good enough, so that's thrown the chain off, and the chain's then pulled the motor, which drives the weapon, out of its mounting point, and it's just jammed everything up.
So it all comes down to our final head-to-head between Supernova and Ironside 3.
Supernova need all 3 points to progress. Ironside only need avoid defeat here to go through to the final. Such a crucial battle couldn't have come at a worse time for Supernova. With their robot still suffering from that full impact hit with finalists Pulsar, team captain Surin has real concerns.
We're in a bit of trouble because the last impact damaged Supernova quite badly. It was never really designed to take a vertical hit, So we've damaged the bearings and we've damaged some of the motors. We managed to repair the motors, so it's a fair amount of work to do. We're not sure if we can get it done in time, but we'll give it our best shot.
They're keeping their cards close to their chest.
Yeah, I know.
Are you going to do the same?
We've sustained a lot of damage from the Pulsar fight.
Yeah.
Replaced 2 motors. You know, a lot of work's gone into getting it back and running, but we don't know how well it's going to work.
I mean, what actually happens when those 2 spinners hit?
Well, that's the thing, because their spinner is actually slightly higher than ours, but then it's slightly bigger. So it's like a boxer with a longer arm. Okay. So they can hit us before we can hit them. So,
right, okay. But sometimes the little guy gets it.
Sometimes.
Right, give it up, please, for Supernova.
In the arena for this bout, it's Shunt and Sikililot.
Roboteers, stand by.
A place in the final for the winner here. 2 giant spinners. The carnage could be colossal. We hope.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Have Supernova's problems left it? Death Star. Ironside 3, drive problems. Both of them using spares. Ironside 3's blade there. Trying to get up to speed.
Lost the wheel.
Supernova's spinner already up to full speed.
Get the wheel, get the wheels.
Louise is saying go after the wheels of Supernova. Ironside 3 using tactics then to disarm Supernova, and it's certainly working. They go the other side and hit that wheel. Well on top here.
You're all right, Supernova. 1 wheel's gone.
1 wheel has gone, and it's Supernova's wheel that's gone. But it's Ironside 3 on top here. Supernova about to descend into a deep black hole, I think. In goes Shunt. Supernova taking lots of damage now. Just about clinging on. The chain has gone. You can see bits of the chain there, catching again in the spinning blade. It's been a problem throughout. Supernova beaten Ironside 3 through. Oh, and a good battle. Right from that first slam. We thought it would be. Certainly Ironside the more adventurous. You can see sparks coming off. There's the chain. Starts to go wrong inside Supernova. You can see it there. Major peril. Over and out.
The chain design ultimately proved fatal for Team Supernova, and after initially leading the competition, they're now out. But their resolve is still strong.
So it's a war. This time we might have lost, but next time we'll be back stronger to do more damage.